Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video for y'all, with another reading, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Donnescha. I hope you subscribe. If you end up liking this video, it'd be really wonderful to have you here, okay? And welcome back. If you've been around, it's good to have y'all back, okay? I hope everything going great in your life. All right, I hope you're healthy. I hope everything is all right. If not, just know things will change, okay? Everything has its time, so it's gonna pass, all right? So this reading is gonna be, like I told y'all, when I did the first one, I said I was gonna come out with this one. After that one, after I did a request, I did a request, so it's this one next. It's the future partner / spouse reading, and it's what they'll like about you, okay? So I did what you'll like about them, and I'll have the link to that video in the description if you haven't seen it already. You can watch it after this one, you can watch it before this one, it doesn't matter the order. If you want to go watch it, I'll have it linked. It'll be at the end of this video as well, or you can scroll down my channel and you'll see it, okay? It got one more video after this one, and then that one right after that, after the next video after this one, okay? So it's like right there. So yeah, for this one, we're going to see what they'll like about you, love, appreciate, adore. So yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I think y'all can see the tripod a little bit, this tripod a little bit in the left corner. I was fumbling around with trying to get this set up, and for some reason this thing is not acting right. So I don't know, it may look a little crooked. The video may look crooked, or it looked like it's kind of turned. I was trying to straighten it, but I don't know, something just wasn't cooperating right for some reason. I almost didn't do this video because it took me like 25, almost 30 minutes trying to get this to be straight, you know, without the whole tripod showing. But you can kind of see it a little bit in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. If not, if nothing is wrong, then maybe that's just me tripping. But, you know, if it's kind of a distraction, like if it's a distraction, I apologize about that. All right. So, yeah, let's get into the group selection. So, once again, I'm starting to not really use nothing to help y'all with the group selection, because y'all need to learn how to just go with what you being drawn to the most instead of having stuff on top of the groups, and this will help strengthen your intuition. So, there's 3 groups here as always. We're going to start over from the left, and this is going to be group 1 right here, group 2 here, and group 3 here. Again, starting from the left, moving over to the right. Just keep in mind, you know, this will be a general reading, okay? Take your time when making a selection. You can pause it, take as long as you need to. If you want to pick more than one group, you can. You know, you can if you want to. If you feel drawn to more than one group, then go with it, okay? But yeah, just keep in mind, this will be a general reading, so not everything will resonate with everyone. Everything will fit with everyone and stuff like that. So just take whatever feels right for you and leave the other messages to other people. You don't have to accept none of these messages. You can reject them. And with that being said, let's get started with group 1, okay? Hello, and welcome to everyone who selected group 1. This will be our reading, so we're going to see what your future spouse or partner / partner will like, love, appreciate, adore about you. It's the same as the other one that I did, except for this is what of course, this is them towards you, okay? And so, you know, some of y'all will resonate with some of this information. Some of you may be like, well, I don't feel like that's me. Well, maybe you just don't see that in yourself and they see this, okay? So it all depends on how it resonates. Just keep an open mind, I guess. But I mean, if you feel like it's not you and it's not resonating, you can always pick a different group. So let's begin. We have unleash, hold nothing back, expand into the universe. I'm getting intuitively, your future spouse, partner will like, adore, appreciate about you is something like you excuse me, is that you don't hold nothing back. You say how you feel. You don't really care who feelings hurt. But you don't hold nothing back. And this can be just due to your past, about how you used to be in the past. Like, you used to keep everything in, but now you used to let people just say whatever they want to say. But now you don't. Like, you don't hold nothing back. You don't hold your tongue. And they really love that about you. Okay? And it's something else that I was kind of getting, but I kind of let my mind slip away from that. Yeah, but again, like I said, you don't hold nothing back. You release it. You unleash it. Oh, yeah. What I was going to get is that you are your true self. You know, you don't sugarcoat yourself for nobody. You just are who you are. You don't care about being perceived as being different. And they really appreciate that about you. They really will love that about you. And this can refer to somebody you with now. And this can be referred to someone you are with, will be with in the future, okay? We have stop giving, oh wow, stop giving others power over you. Don't let them win. Yeah, so this is kind of like a synchronicity. Like, you don't hold nothing back. You don't let people, you know, have power over you. You don't let people try to like win over you. You used to do that like in the past, but it's like now you don't do that at all. At least by the time you meet them, you won't be like that. You don't hold nothing back. You don't let people have power over you no more. And again, I feel like for a lot of y'all who picked this group, this is something that used to be like this in the past. Again, I don't know why that's coming up. So I guess they're going to respect the fact that you made that transition into, you know, not giving people power over you, not caring what people think about you. That's another thing that I'm getting from this as well. Not holding nothing back, speaking your mind, speaking your truth, being who you truly are. They really going to appreciate that about you. We have your mental health is suffering because of this. Some changes must be made. So they're going to really love and appreciate that you take care of your mental health, okay? And that you will do whatever is necessary and make whatever necessary changes you need to make if your mental health is suffering because of it, okay? So that means if you are in a toxic environment, or, you know, your job is doing something to your mental health, this is just examples, or like a friendship, or, you know, whatever the situation case may be, or an environment just in general, you will make the necessary changes you need to make to, you know, keep your mental health from suffering, okay? So, and that's just in general. They really appreciate how you made changes to, you know, to improve your mental health, and because your mental health was suffering, okay, or they just will love and adore that, you know, you do whatever you need to do to keep your mental health from suffering. So this can connect to this. That means not holding nothing back, just telling people how you feel. If, you know, holding back makes your mental health suffer, and if giving people power over you make your mental health suffer, right? So you don't let them win. You let them win, your mental health suffers. So they appreciate that you make the changes you need to make. That means speaking up. That means not letting people have power over you. You kind of see how it's going together. I'm sorry if my words are kind of like all over the place, y'all. It's just that, again, like I had said at the beginning of this video, I was stumbling around with this tripod, so it kind of just annoyed me a little bit, so I apologize about me stumbling over my words, okay? We have take a vacation, you need a break. They're going to really love how you can recognize when it's time to take a break, when it's time to rest and rejuvenate, because that's, you know, again, mental health is important to you. So I really feel like they're going to really like and appreciate how you really take care of your mental health, and how you take a break from things, you take vacation, take, you know, rest times and stuff like that whenever you need to. Okay, you don't overdo anything, right? So that's what I'm saying here. They can also really also really love, or will really love that, you know, you are willing to take vacations, like go traveling and stuff like that. So you're open to that. So they're going to really love that. I'm going to move this over a little bit more because we got a lot of space. We have, this could be divine union. So they feel like, you know, you guys are a divine union. So they're going to know for a fact that you are their divine counterpart, okay? But this is just a message for you. This could be a divine union. They're going to really love the simple fact that they were partnered with you for their divine union. Like, you're their one. So, and we have everything will be fine, relax. So there's also this relaxing energy. I feel like you do have this relaxing energy, and like, I need to take care of myself and my mental health. I need to, you know, protect my energy and stuff at all costs. And they really have a lot of respect for that. And they're going to really appreciate that about you. That you will let them know that everything will be fine during hard times. You relax them, you put them at ease. So that's something they're going to really like, okay? It's just your energy in general. That's how your energy is. Okay, we have grasshopper, situation and the balance that require careful handling. So they're going to really appreciate and like how you can carefully handle any situation. You know, it's like, again, you have this ease energy. So, for example, if, you know, when you go to speak your mind and you don't hold nothing back, it's not like in a way to where you in a screaming match with a person. For example, like if you unleashing how you feel, you don't hold nothing back, and you just open, like telling somebody, you know, what's on your mind or what's the issue between y'all. You handle the situation carefully. You don't do all the yelling and the screaming and stuff like that. Not arguing, just not holding nothing back. It's like it's more in a way to where it's settled and it's respectable or respectful, should I say, without you, you know, lowering yourself in a way. You understand what I'm saying? So you handle the situation carefully, okay? For some reason, I'm getting like they're going to really love and appreciate how you neat and organized too. That's something intuitively coming through here. But also how you have a balance in your life. Like you balance, you know, when you work and your mental health and your physical health and stuff like that. And just you have an overall good balance on everything in your life, okay? And it keeps your energy at ease because that's what you need. Your life has to be in balance for you to be able to, like, operate in this world. You know, everything got to be in order and balanced. So we have scribe here, preserving knowledge and information. So this is upright. I feel like they're going to really love, adore, appreciate, like, that you are to yourself. Like, you don't put your business out there. You quiet. I also feel like they're going to really love that you're not loud. Like, you don't have this loud presence or like this loud speaking voice. Maybe you speak really low, or you just like a quiet in general. That may be how they will be drawn to some of y'all. The reason why, because you're not loud, which ain't nothing wrong with people being loud and out there, whatever. You know, that's not me coming, like, making those type of people negative. But they're going to really like the simple fact that you like to yourself. You're not loud. You more settled, you have a softer type of energy, a softer presence. You know, people gotta really, like, if you in the back of a room, people gonna be like, oh, I didn't know they was in here because you so quiet back there. So that's just an example. Maybe that's just how you are by nature, or, you know, maybe it just takes you a while to open up to people, and then they will see that you actually is loud. But that's what I'm seeing here. Or that, you know, they're gonna really, you know, like that, you know, you don't put your business out there a lot. And it can also be that you're kind of mysterious as well. So whenever they do get to know you and stuff like that, your future spouse, partner, they're gonna be like, wow, I didn't know that about you. Or they're gonna be like, I really liked how I didn't know much about you, but then when I got to know you, I found all this out about you, and I'm glad that, you know, you don't put that out on display. Also, this not to offend nobody either, if you dress to where you reveal a lot or whatever the case may be, but they're gonna actually like that you don't dress revealing, whether you're a man or a woman. They're gonna like that you leave stuff to the imagination, or like that you cover up. And again, not saying that something is wrong with some of y'all who don't cover up, or that you dress openly, whatever the case may be, or you dress revealing. You can do whatever you want to do, but that's what's coming through here, okay? We also have guardian angel. You are not alone. They're going to also appreciate the fact and really love that, you know, when they're with you, they never feel alone. You always make them feel like that they aren't alone, that, you know, they're going to always have your support, that everything will be fine because you're not alone in this. I'm going to be there to support you. And that's something that, you know, you want in a partnership. So you're going to give that energy to them as well. You know what I mean? So they're going to appreciate your support and love how you make them feel that they are never alone. You know, when they're around you, or even when you guys are apart for whatever reason, they will never feel alone. As long as, you know, they hear your voice or whatever the case may be, they're in your presence, whatever the case may be, okay? And also, they're going to really love that, you know, you believe that we aren't alone. In the universe, in this world, that we have guardian angels and spirit guides and stuff like that, and that our loved ones who are deceased are watching over us and things of that nature. So they going to really love that you believe in the higher power and you believe in the other side and things like that, because they believe in that too, is what I'm getting. We also have the hermit. So this kind of goes with like being quiet into oneself. Spend time in quiet meditation. Spiritual teaching, self-discovery. I swear I don't be knowing what's up under here. So yeah, they're gonna really like that you spiritual. Yeah, that you believe in guardian angels, spirit, and just in a higher source, a higher power, a creator. And that, you know, you most of the time you to yourself, you're in hermit mode. You don't really, you know, reveal nothing about yourself. They appreciate the mystery. They appreciate that, again, some of you don't dress really revealing, right? And so they appreciate that you, that like your body and all of that is for their eyes only, okay? Like, and so, again, it's not, I don't want it to sound like bad in a way. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like offend nobody or nothing like that. But I hope you get what I'm saying, to what, but it's not like they saying, oh, I don't want you showing yourself off or nothing like that, like they being controlling. But they appreciate the fact that it's like for their eyes only. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying here. But also just this quiet energy, this more hermit type of energy, this more to oneself energy. And they love that they can get to know you on a personal level. Cause not everybody knows that, like knows a lot about you, and they feel privileged to know those things about you. You know what I mean? To be close to you like that. Not even some of your, they will know things not even some of your family members or close friends will know. Okay? Because this will be a different type of connection. So we have Chiron healing. So they're going to really love your healing energy as well. Or that, you know, you went through a lot of trauma. Again, I feel like a lot of you went through a lot in the past, like the development, the personal development you went through mentally, like, and stuff like that. Because I feel like some of you guys used to be silenced, or you were abused in some type of way, and you used to hold back, or used to let people have power over you. Because that's something about in this group. You don't like to feel powerless, or to feel silenced, or to feel like you're being like controlled or whatever, because maybe you've dealt with that in the past, whether that had something to do with your parents or whoever your parental guardian was, or relationships, romantic relationships you've had, or like whatever the case may be, whatever situation, you always let people have power over you in some sort of way. So you said you would never let that happen again. So you had to go through some type of healing, personal development, which your future spouse will recognize. And again, this softness energy too, because this can be softness, this quietness about you. And it's like this in your divinity, okay? And how you are not ashamed of who you are, because you used to be. You used to be very ashamed of who you are. So, yeah. And how you were able to overcome like a lot of trauma, generational trauma, and a lot of self-doubt that you had, you know what I mean, in yourself. And like really recognize who you are. Again, that personal development. And then your healing energy is just really healing. So, I don't know, a lot about mental health came through. I don't know if you guys are like in that field or something. You don't have to be in that field, but that's what I'm saying. Or like maybe you're in the healing field, but you don't have to be. But you do naturally have like a healing energy. They can feel that like coming off of you, and it's on to them to like, again, you make them feel like everything will be fine. Like they can be mad about something, and as soon as you as soon as they're in your presence, they feel better, right? Like they can be mad about something that happened at work, or an argument they had with somebody, or traffic, or whatever the case may be. And then you in their presence and they just feel instantly okay. And they're going to really love that you do that to them, okay? Now, we do have zebra here. And let me get the book, because I do want to use the book for these particular ones. I think this, like, eccentric energy, I think. Let me see. What does it mean, like? If I'm from the top of my head, that's what I remember. Like, it can mean eccentric. So maybe that's how y'all dress and stuff, kind of in that way. Yeah, eccentric, creative, visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, y'all. Not only is a delight, which again, I kept getting like, just them being in your presence relaxes them, but it also opens our minds. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, yeah. And you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to global health through environmental or volunteer work. Exactly. That's the same energy to me. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. I think they're going to really appreciate, again, how eccentric you are, how a visionary, you do have visionary energy, just how epic you are, and how, again, more things about, like, another thing is coming through here is adventurous. You know, you really came into an energy now where you, at least by the time you meet them, where you will be adventurous and open to, like, traveling, again, taking vacations, going places. But also your energy is just the light to be in and a healing to be in. And again, it says zebras also like to contribute to global health through environmental or volunteer work. So maybe you guys like to do environmental and volunteer work, and maybe with the homeless, or maybe with people who deal with mental illnesses, and you don't do it for profit, you do it to help in a way, or just speak out on these things, and any form of health, or maybe it's like a specific disease, or whatever the case may be, you speak on it and you advocate for it, how you advocate for a certain thing. Now, it can be anything. Some of y'all, it may be something mental or physical. It can be anything. You know, maybe you speak about a certain cancer or something like that, or maybe you speak about, you know, deaf, and like something about when people deaf, are people who going blind. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something like different stuff. Or like you speak about, you know, the disabled. Or maybe you have a disability, maybe you suffer from, maybe you hard of hearing or something like that, or you losing your eyesight, whatever the case may be. It can be anything. Or maybe you speak about hair loss, or anything, PCOS, anything. It can literally be anything, you know what I mean? Or just anything, any medical issue, disease, whatever the case may be, you speak on it. Maybe some of you are amputee or something like that, and you advocate for that community, or, body positivity, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. It's something like that. I'm just trying to see. Stuff just pop up in my head, but it can literally be anything, and they're going to really appreciate that you speak about these things. Or maybe it's something about more of a body positivity thing that people can't control, like somebody who lost a limb or something like that. You know what I mean? Or burn victims or something like that. Maybe you are, or maybe you know somebody who is, so you speak out on it. Maybe you know somebody who's sick with this, or maybe your mom, or dad, a friend, sister, a lot of people in your family have this disease, or you speak about diabetes or something like that. It can be anything, all right? And you you advocate for stuff like that, or advocate for people to recognize this and how it's a problem and what we can do about it, whatever the case may be, whatever it is, okay? And the reason why I keep on giving examples, just so people can have more of a connection to it. So if I still didn't say something that you may be, advocating for, whatever the case may be, then this can still be your reading, okay? But I feel like they're going to really appreciate that, okay? Now, some of you make profit from these things, which is fine, but some of you don't. You do it just to help, or you just do it to, you just speak out about it. You want to be that voice. Again, you don't hold nothing back, so you a voice for certain communities and stuff like that. And that's really epic, okay? So let's move on here. What else? We have leadership. So they're going to really appreciate your leadership, okay? They're going to really like how you lead. Yeah, again, you advocate, you have a natural leadership energy as well. And as again, you don't hold nothing back, so you have the ability to lead. You're leading something. You leading a cause, a movement, or something, speaking out against stuff. And so that's you have this leadership energy, and they're gonna really love that. Okay, I think that can go here. Yeah. Okay, and it's like people. I mean, if you see a polar bear or any type of bear, you're gonna be afraid of it, right? If you see that, right? So it's like. But at the same time, it's like the color white here, which is associated with purity. And so you a leader, you kind of scary, but you're not scary at the same time. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to really appreciate how you can lead and take charge. Or how you led and took charge of your life. But you guys are leaders. And so, yeah. And then we have peace. Yeah, and then I'm seeing this color white again. So it's a lot of white going on in y'all group, which is a sign of purity. So they're going to think you're a pure soul, which is crazy because look what's at the bottom, purification. And look what's at the bottom here, answers. I'm kind of getting like, it's like you have all of the answers. You always have the answers that they need, or the answers that people want, because again, you do have leadership energy. But again, it's like you have this pureness about you too. It's like, and are you purification, like you can cleanse negative energy in a way, you know? So again, if they come home and something bad and happen, they had a bad day, it's like soon as just being around you is gonna like purify their energy, is gonna cleanse them, put them at peace, because you are a peaceful person. You lead in peace. And so they're going to really love that about you. Again, this relaxing energy, this healing energy, this peaceful energy, and how you love to keep things at peace and at balance, right? You're not all about the drama and the foolishness. Again, you quiet, but again, you lead. People don't know that though, right? They'll know it. Okay, hold on. Cornucopia. And wow, look what's at the bottom. Healer of the ages. I can't make this stuff up. So yeah, you have like a healing energy. You have and then look what's that under here. Rest and rejuvenation. Seriously? Kind of everything I was saying, right? But yeah, you do have healing energy. They're going to really love that. But then cornucopia in number 11. And it's like you're pretty much everything that they want. You'll have everything that they've ever wanted in a partner. I'm getting here with cornucopia. And that, you know, it's like you're fruitful. It's like you're a luscious fruit to them. And they want to just suck on you all day. And not in that way. It's just like, and not suck away your energy. And not like be an energy vampire. But it's like, or you can suck away the negativity. You know what I mean? And I don't know, some of y'all cleanse energy, or again, you can be healers in some type of way, any type of healer, or just again, this is something that naturally comes out of you. But they're gonna really love that, okay? And and pretty much like everything about you, they're gonna love, even things that I didn't mention here. They're gonna love everything about you. You know what I mean, with cornucopia. So it's like you're everything they've ever wanted in a partner, which they would really love. All right. So that concludes your reading, y'all. Wait, I'm going to pull one of these. I almost forgot. Don't go nowhere yet, y'all. I wasn't going to pull one of these, but when I looked and I saw it. Yeah, we have try something new. Step out of your comfort zone. Be bold. Challenge yourself. Be different. Yeah, you're not afraid to be different, you know. step out of your comfort zone. Now, I feel like one of these came out for a group in the opposite reading, the one where you would like about them, what you'll like about them. So if you pick that group, then this can be confirmation that y'all like got the same energy with this. But yeah, you're not afraid to step out of your comfort zone, even and to stepping out of your comfort zone is not letting other people have power over you, not holding nothing back, being a leader, even though sometimes, you know, I mean, most of the time you quiet, but you're not afraid to step out of your comfort zone and be that leader, to be bold, to challenge yourself, to challenge the system, I'm also hearing, and just to be different. We had eccentric here as well, so that's confirmation for, you know, for that as well. But yeah. But yeah, that's that. Now that concludes your reading. Thank you guys for watching. You know, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did in fact like the reading. That would be very much appreciated. You can pick a different group if this one didn't resonate. I do offer private readings, and all the information for that is down in the description below. So don't be shy. You can hit me up there. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully. Bye-bye. Well, hopefully y'all come back for another one. Not see y'all. Hello and welcome to everyone who selected group 2. This will be y'all reading, okay? So let's see, you know, what your future spouse / partner will like, love, adore, appreciate about you. And of course, this is what they're going to like about you, love about you. So, you know, maybe you don't see this in yourself, but they see it, I guess. But I mean, if you finding that it's not resonating, you can definitely pick a different group. If you're like, that's not me, then pick another group. But you gotta, I guess, keep an open mind, okay? So y'all, I'm a bit dizzy right now, and like I've been stumbling over my words a lot, especially in that last group I was. So if I do that, I apologize, okay? So let's see what your future spouse partner gonna like, love, adore about you, appreciate. We have manifest, dream deep, and ask for what you want. So I'm getting intuitively here. You are what they want. Okay, so you are what they're manifesting. You are what they want. They would like and adore that you dream deep and you ask for what you want. Or that you're not afraid to ask them for what you want. You're not afraid to tell them what you want and how you feel about something. And you're not afraid to open up to them, you know. That they're going to really like and adore that you're honest with them is what I'm getting intuitively. Okay? Maybe they're going to really like and adore, love that you believe in manifesting as well. We have stop overworking yourself. So they're going to really like how you don't overwork yourself. Okay? How you know when to stop. You know when to chill out and stuff. Or they're really going to like how you tell them to stop overworking themselves. How you tell them they need to rest and stuff like that, okay? How they need to stop overdoing it. Or how when they've overworked themselves, you do what you can to relax them, to take care of them. Or how you cater to them for certain stuff. And I don't mean as if, you know, you a slave and this, that, and the other. And you know how people be with these debates about catering to a man or to their partner. I just mean, you know, they're going to really appreciate how you cater to them, especially when they have overworked or like after a long day at work for them. And they really like how you cater to them, okay? We have slow down with the rush. They're going to really love and adore and like how you don't rush things, that you slow down, you take your time, kind of like the Knight of Pentacles. You plan things out before you go into something. You slow down, you don't rush nothing. You know that things takes its time. The process. They're going to really appreciate and like how in the beginning when y'all met that you didn't rush the connection. You know, you let it take its time. You kind of went with the flow, and that's how you guys will reach the point of a beautiful marriage, a beautiful long-term partnership. We have, it's okay to cry and let out how you feel. It helps you heal, never bottle up your emotions. So they're going to really like the fact that you don't bottle up your emotions, you know, that, you know, you let out how you feel. Again, didn't I say that earlier when I said you're not afraid to let it be known how you feel or ask for what you want? It's kind of like the same thing, but in general, like, you're not afraid to express how you feel, to open up about what's bothering you, to cry when you need to cry, to show your emotions. You never bottle anything up. You just let them know everything. You know, you put everything out on the table. You're like, this is what's bothering me, instead of like just going silent and not saying nothing. And they don't like that. Like, they're going to like the simple fact that you don't give the silent treatment. I mean, maybe you will sometime, but it's not something you do often. And so if you mad at them about something, you don't give them the silent treatment. You pretty much tell them how you feel about it, and not like be childish and do the whole silent treatment thing, and then, you know, not talking to them and just being silent with each other throughout in the house and stuff like that. Just stuff that's just what you shouldn't do as two grown adults, as a married couple, whatever the case may be, right? So they're gonna appreciate that as well. This can also go with you not holding grudges, not giving silent treatments, and like when you're mad at them about something, or just like holding everything in. If something is bothering you, whether it's related to them or not, they're going to really love that you open up to them about it and you don't hold it in, okay? Just, you can tell them, I mean, that's your partner, that's your husband, that's your wife. You can tell them how, you know, you're feeling or what's on your mind, whether it has something to do with them or not. Once again, we have heart chakra. Have compassion for yourself and others. Give and receive love. Work through forgiveness. Be empathetic, generosity. Give to others and to yourself. Now, this is the fourth chakra, and the color associated with this chakra is green. So maybe they may like the way you look in green. Maybe that's some of y'all favorite color. I don't know. Maybe that may be their favorite color, and they're going to like what you look like in green. But I am getting like, you know, they're going to really love that you have compassion for other people, and not only for yourself, but for others, and for people who, you know, going through it, or maybe for the less fortunate, or just, you just compassionate in general, because you are empathetic, you know, you have empathy, you know, and you give love, and you also receive love, and you give them love and you receive their love openly. You have an open heart. You know, and again, working through forgiveness. Again, you don't hold grudges. You don't give a silent treatment. You want to work through forgiveness. You forgive and you forget. You know, not holding on to petty stuff and things of that nature. Okay, but you are, you know, a generous person, which they're going to really appreciate. Again, you give to others, but you also give to yourself. So you're not giving and not receiving anything. And they're going to also appreciate and love the simple fact that you believe in giving and receiving in a partnership and relationships. It's equalness between us, or how that, you know, you believe that we're both equal no matter what. You can make the best of this situation, or you can drown in your sorrows. So they're going to really love that you don't drown in your sorrows. You make the best of all situations, you know, the best of any situation. So you have a lot of gratitude, and you appreciate what you have. And, you know, if something is not working, then, you know, you can make the best of the situation. For some people, making the best of the situation is moving on from something. That's making the best of the situation. If something is not working, then I'm going to move on from it, right? But also, you know, just if you're going through a hard time, you make the best of that situation, okay? You just like, okay, it could be worse. You know, I can be like this and that. So I'm just going to make the best of this situation, and I'm going to just continue to move forward, okay? And so, yeah, I feel like they're going to also really love how you can be in the present moment. And I get that helps you with manifesting. I feel like this all relates to each other. Again, slow down. What's the rush? I mean, if you're in a bad situation, I'm not going to rush nothing. I'm going to be in the present moment, and I'm going to make the best of this current situation, because you know what? I have an open heart, and I need to have compassion for myself and this situation. And I just need to, you know, go with the flow, okay? We have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. So they're going to really like how you can control your anger, okay? How you don't let when you upset about something, get the best of you. You know, again, going back, how you see how it's connecting, like, you mad at them about something, just an example, and so you give them the silent treatment because you mad, right? Are you holding on a grudge because you mad, because you angry, but you don't let you control your anger. You know how to control your anger and not let it get the best of you, right? So you want to sit down and talk about how you feel or what's the issue or why you mad with them and whatever the case may be. Or like they're going to appreciate how you don't blow up on people. You don't jump to conclusions. You kind of like take a look at the situation and again, you make the best of the situation. You try to work and talk things out, right? So you have a pretty controlled, it takes a lot to get you mad, okay? But when you do get mad, if you get to the point where you do explode, it's bad, okay? But most of the time you don't get there. You have good control over your anger, okay? Because that open heart chakra, right? Even if somebody do something that's really bad to you, you can still control your anger because of the heart chakra. Because you see, for example, if somebody like flashing out on you about something, whatever the case may be, whoever the person may be, well, I'm not gonna stoop to their level because maybe they going through something, and I'm not gonna be in a yelling match back with them, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be empathetic. I feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, but I'm not going to lower myself to that. All I can say is, for example, if you're getting into it with your sister or something like that, this is just an example. And you and your sister arguing, whatever the case may be, whatever going on, or have a disagreement and she yelling and screaming, but you're going to be like, I'm not yelling with you. I'm not finna scream. I'm not finna sit up here and scream and go back and forth with you. We not doing this. We can sit down and have a civilized conversation, or, you're going to be screaming and yelling on your own. Or I can leave, or whatever the case may be. Or you can leave, whatever the case may be, right? Now, I'm trying to listen to what you say, but I'm not going to sit up here and just listen to you scream and not let me talk. You keep talking over me. That's the type of person you is, right? You know what I mean? Or even if they go to, like, put their hands on you. You know what I mean? You're not going to try to hit them back. You're going to, like, try to restrain them in a way. Because, again, maybe you understand, like, they going through something or whatever the case may be, or you just have that much control over your anger. You get what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying, right? You that type of person. Again, I'm not saying, you're going to sit up there and let somebody hit you and you ain't going to hit them back, whatever the case may be, but you try not to get to that point. And again, that's because of that heart chakra, the compassion, like, maybe your sister acting wild and like that, or doing all the yelling because she going through something mentally, or she owns something, or, she done been through a lot, so you have compassion for her, you understand why she's reacting like that, and so you like, she acting like that because she is this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. And again, this is an example, this is just an example. And so you can kind of feel the frustration, why they talking like that, their frustration. They taking it out on you. They just taking it out on you, but you understand, okay, they going through this, so I get why they upset or why they screaming, even though they wrong for screaming at you, even though they may be in the wrong, whatever the case may be, but you have empathy, you understand, you have compassion. Even after them yelling at you, you still, have you to calm down. Whenever you're ready to talk, I'm going to be here. But however, I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you. We sisters, so, again, I'm going to need you to calm down. You that type of person. And I hate how I be spending, like, a lot of time talking about a certain thing within a reading. But that's just how I do readings and stuff. Just so you guys can understand and so you can get a feel. I don't like to just, like, fly through stuff. I like to explain stuff, okay? Then we have storyteller. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So you may be a good storyteller, you know what I mean? They may really love your taste in music and in books and whatever. If you read, they're gonna really love and like the things that you listen to, the music, the things that you like to watch, to read. just to do. They're gonna really love your hobbies and stuff like that, because maybe some of y'all will share the same hobbies and stuff, or be into the same like genre of certain stuff, like as far as books or movies or shows, whatever the case may be, music. You may have things like that in common. Are they gonna be open to, like, they're gonna be open, like, oh, you like that genre, like, and you're gonna introduce them to a certain genre and whatever the case may be, into a book, music, whatever it is, and they're gonna really like that. Wow, I'm glad they introduced me to this, or whatever. I'm glad they got me into this subject. They're gonna also think that, you know, you're a great storyteller, just in general, like a storyteller. You can tell story obviously better than me. I can't. I'm not good. Like, I'm not good at like repeating stories or like telling somebody what happened in a situation. Like, if I was present for a particular like confrontation or something, like, they were like, what happened with this and that. I'm not like good at like relaying stuff that happened. But maybe you're a good storyteller and you can remember, like, maybe you have good memory and you can remember everything. They're gonna also really like your attention to detail, like how you look at little details of things, you know, or how you decorate and stuff like that. Especially y'all home, how you would decorate y'all home. So they're gonna let you do all that, let you decorate the home, and they're gonna just really love it, because, you know, you're really good at all that. Some of you are good at like planting flowers, and they're gonna really love that about you, like planting flowers, or, you know, just like having little nice pieces in the home, art and stuff. Like, I don't know, you're just good at like decorating and like, I don't know, stuff like that. Like, maybe you might choose like a beautiful comforter for y'all bed, or you might be in control of like certain dishes, and, you know, I don't know, dish pots and pans or whatever, and they gonna like how you selected the certain pots and pans. I don't know, or like the tables and vase and stuff like that. And you may be just good at that type of stuff. So they let you do all that, and you're going to really love it, because you're really good at decorating. Now, I don't know if some of y'all like do that type of stuff for a living, like that's you actually have a job where you do that, and so that's why you're so good at it. Or you just good at it in general, like, or like just the details in your clothing as well. Like, you dress to the T, to where you even look like little details, like, and you also dress in season too, like you dress for a particular season. Now, they got some of us who don't dress. We just wear whatever we want year round. You know, I'm that type of person. But you may dress for certain seasons. Like, I'm wearing this because it's spring, so I'm wearing this because this is spring attire, or I'm wearing this because this summer or for fall. And you wear like certain. That's just the type of person you is. You just very stylish and stuff like that. There ain't nothing wrong if you're not that type of person. I'm just saying, like, for some of you, they're gonna really like that. Okay. We have lady. Didn't I just say something about gardening and yard growth? And didn't I not just say something about gardening? Because we have growth here, and it's like, maybe some of you guys, you know, they're going to really like how you want to grow your own fruit and stuff, like, and you know how to do that, or like flowers or something like that. Something about growth. This can also be like how much growth you've had in your like life, how much you've grown. This is the Empress in this deck. So you're just going to be overall beautiful. You also have this energy where, you know, you just make everything beautiful. Again, with the pieces in the homes, like, because that's what an Empress is. Like, she like makes everything beautiful. And everything about you is physically beautiful too. So they're going to really love your physical beauty. Now, some of y'all can have dreads, or something unique about your hair. You don't have to have dreads. Or they gonna really love your hair, something about your hair, or you wear like hair wraps and stuff like that. And just like you see how she got like this piece here, like it's like she put on a scarf, right? But she added this detail here, this little piece here onto her scarf, because it's just a added detail, you know. And then because it matches, you know, this things here, right? So it kind of like that with your wardrobe too, if you get what I'm saying. Or some of y'all dress and do stuff to where you like, okay, I'm gonna wear this color because I know it brings out my eyes, or I know that, you know, if I put on this necklace, I'm gonna take attention away from my lower half because I don't like how it's unbalanced it look. You know, you do stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? So they like how you can do stuff like that, if you get what I mean, right? I know I keep saying if you get what I mean, but I just want you guys to understand what I'm saying. Some of you, they're going to really love your breast. If you're a woman, your breast. Or I mean, if you're a man, they're going to really love your chest area. Now, maybe you have bigger boobs or maybe you have smaller boobs. It doesn't matter. They're going to love it. As well as something about your hands. Okay? And your lips, too. Some of you have piercings, so they're going to love maybe a nose ring or something like that, or any type of piercing that you have. They're going to really love that on you. Maybe some of y'all got y'all nipples pierced or something like that. They're going to really love that, find that very, very attractive. Also, you know, they're going to really love that, you know, you eat lots of fruits and vegetables, how you try to incorporate that into your diet as well, like how healthy you are as well, you know, like you pretty much have, you know, you take really good care of your health, okay? I have to take care of my insides if I want to live a long and healthy life, especially if you're going to be a mom. You know, for some of you, a mom or a dad, I want to be healthy so I can be around long enough, you know, for my kids and for to be able to see my grandchildren, you know? So stuff like that. They're going to really appreciate that mindset. We have 10 of water. Wow. It's something about family here, too. They're going to love the way you make home feel. You'll make home nice, and you'll make home feel nurturing and comforting. Because, again, this is the Empress. So this is the Empress, excuse me, y'all. You're going to make home feel like a home. Because sometimes home don't feel like a home. You're going to make, again, you can make any little thing beautiful. So y'all home going to be decorated nice, beautiful. I don't know. Some of y'all going to have little flowers in y'all homes. And like, I don't know. It's going to be something beautiful like that. So they're going to like how you can make the home look nice. We have contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. And so they're going to really like that you know, they can trust you. They're going to know that, okay? They're going to really love how good of a mom or a parent you are as well. That's what I'm getting to as well. As when you tell stories to y'all babies, to y'all children as well, okay? But you guys are going to be a great parent. Now, some of you already are parents, so maybe they will appreciate and love how, you know, you are a parent to the kids that you currently have. Some of you will have kids already. If you do, then, you know, take it how it resonates. They're going to really love how, you know, good of a mother or father you are. Okay, you're going to make sure, you know, your kids' emotional needs are met, and that, you know, your kids can open up to you, and how, you know, it's like you'll be that nurturing person for the kids. I don't know, it's something like that. But you're going to make home feel like home, and how you feel like family, like how they knew, you know, it was you that they wanted to have a family with. But it's a lot of love here, because the Emperor is associated with Venus, which is love. Love, the heart chakra, love. And this 10 of water is family love. So it's love all around. We have Mercury, communication. Word starts, again, storytelling. Maybe your communication, how clear you communicate, how articulate you are, how, you know, thoughtful you are, or just your overall thoughts. We also have Rabbit here. The words, how you say things, how you know, you're not afraid to, you know, again, let out how you feel, to communicate how you feel. You never bottle up emotions. You make things aware. Your vision, the way you look at things, and how you can put yourself in other people's shoes and understand different perspectives on things. It's something about your eyes, too. They're going to really love your eyes. If you're curious about something, you ask questions, and they're going to really love that as well. Also, your home cooking. So you prefer to eat at home. They're going to really love the fact that you prefer to eat at home as opposed to eating out a lot. So, and they're going to really love how much good of a home cook you are. Like, you cook really good. Your cooking is lovely. How you can cook different dishes and put your own twist to them. Wait a minute. I can't. I got to get into the rabbit. Hold on before I pull a card. Let me get the book because I want to use the book for rabbit. And Lord, I hope when I go back to look at this video that, you know, it is a decent video. It don't, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like I just be talking all over the place and I'm confusing y'all, but maybe that's just me. Sometimes I go back and listen, I be like, oh, well, it's fine, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we have the rabbit here. Seems like you may be a good problem solver. That's what the rabbit like. And you seem to be a great listener, right? A great listener and a great, you can talk and you can listen. You're a great listener. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it. Again, talks communication. So loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future. We become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust of cloud and then complain. We spin up a dust of cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, again with thoughts, words, on rabbit that shape your destiny. So we reading what they're gonna like about you. So I'm reading everything in a more positive way because it's like, love, adore about you. So then I really love how you're not afraid of anything, how you don't come overwhelmed easily. Okay, how sensitive you are with that heart chakra, and how you're a problem solver. Okay, and you're a good listener, right? So you're not afraid of nothing, especially when it comes to your family, your loved one, and when you have children, or if you do already have kids, whatever the case may be, you know, you're not afraid of anything. So if your child is in danger, you're gonna do whatever you have to do to protect your child or protect your loved ones, whatever the case may be. You fear nothing. Okay? And like rabbit is also fertility too. Rabbit can be fertility. So it's something here about children and fertility. I don't know, maybe they're going to really love the fact that, you know, you were the one they had kids with. Like you, again, something about fertility, kids, family, or like how, you know, you may be, you know what I'm also getting, like you family orientated, like you may be close to your family members, or that, you know, you think family is, you know, everything, family is important to you. They're going to really love that. Okay, that's one of the reasons why they're going to actually be with you, because family is important to you. What do you have if you don't have family? You don't have people around that you love and who loves you back, right? And also they appreciate how you don't easily come overwhelmed. But of course it's okay to become overwhelmed by stuff, but you know, you don't easily become overwhelmed. And it's something about talking, communication, like loving that, loving to hear you speak. They're going to love how you ramble on, ramble on, like how I'm doing right now, how I did all that rambling earlier. But they're going to really appreciate how you just talk. And they're just going to be looking at you like, this is my baby right here. You know what I mean? Like how you just talk and ramble, and you talk a lot and just go on and about stuff. And they're going to really love that. Especially they're going to love like you be doing all that talking, then they're going to kiss you and be like, be quiet. Hush on up, you know? Okay, but you fear nothing. Okay, you would definitely, especially for, it's something about those of you, if you resonate with wanting kids or having kids, whatever the case may be, you would risk your life for your children. I mean, what parent wouldn't, right? But your children will be very important to you. I think for some of you, maybe you have the mindset to where, you know, you put your children before your partner. Because, you know, I don't know, everybody have their own beliefs, but maybe the type, like, they're going to really like that you put the kids before them. You know what I mean? You know, the kids come first, regardless of anything. They even come before your partner. So, I know some people don't believe in that, but that's what's coming through here, okay? Some people believe their partner come first and then their kids, because their kids going to grow old and have their own life. So, and, you know, some people believe in that way. I'm not here to challenge nobody's beliefs, but I'm just telling you what's coming through here, okay? So, let's see what else. We have patience. So they're going to really love and adore your patience, right? The patience you have, again, with controlling your anger. You know, the patience you have. Like, damn, you got so much patience. They may not be a person who has a lot of patience. Like, maybe, again, going back to that argument, right? Going back to the argument thing, to the whole sister thing, again, this is just an example. How you was patient during that argument. How you sit up there and let her yell at you like that and let her like swing at you and you just restrained her or whatever, or threaten you, and you just had a lot of patience in the situation. Or how you can just sit down and be patient and be able to deal with, you know, your kids and, you know, just things juggling a lot at once, and that strength that you have. Of course, sometimes you're going to get tired or overwhelmed, but, you know, it takes a lot for you to get to that point. Or it's like you can really, like, be able to, you can control stuff to where it doesn't get too chaotic in a way. And it just keeps your patience, like, sealed, if you get what I mean. And again, that can be just not fearing anything, and that's why that patience is coming through. Again, the lady is here. She's very patient. You know, a lot of, like, the strength of a mother, right? Again, you can be a man watching, but it's like the strength of a mother, right? And a mother's strength is very powerful. Show you that patience you have. Again, patience, slow down, what's the rush, right? No rush, you have great patience. Sorry, I wasn't ready yet, y'all. We have dreams here. Oh, wow. Dream deep and ask for what you want. Yeah, so you believe in dreams. Dreams coming true. Or how, you know, giving birth to your dreams. Again, with this giving birth stuff. If you dream, you feel like if you dream it, you can achieve it. You can make it happen for you. And they really love that. Like, if it's a dream, again, you do have an open heart. So with an open heart, anything you dream, if you believe it in your heart, you can make this dream come true. You can manifest it, okay? Or how you, again, you can tell a story. You can dream something up and make a story out of it. Some of you, maybe you tell stories or you write stories, or you're a writer. That can just be for some of y'all, but doesn't have to be. Also, that can also mean, like, you are the person of their dreams. Like, you are the one they dreamed of, right? You're the one they manifested. So you, like, everything that they ever dreamed of. We have third chakra, Archangel Samuel. Now, that's solar plexus chakra. And look what's at the bottom, fourth chakra, heart chakra, right? So again, that open heart, that love you have, but also you have this confidence too, and how motivating you are, empowering you are. You have empowerment here. And this card came out at the bottom of the deck. I mean, this card came out for the last group. Like, it was out. It came out for the last group, but this at the bottom of the deck. You also have this energy where you are mama bear, though. It's in a different way. You mama bear. I mean, you could be Papa Bear too, but Mama Bear, loving and stuff like that. You have this confidence, like, I will motivate and empower my children, my partner, my family, and I will motivate and empower others. Like, people feel, like, motivated in your energy. That's how your partner will like about you. They feel motivated. They feel empowered by your energy. They love your confidence that you have in yourself. The patience you have, you know. Again, you can make the best of this situation, or you can drown in your sorrows. When you have a well-balanced solar plexus chakra, well-balanced heart chakra, of course you can make the best of any situation, because that heart is open, and then you have this motivation, this confidence. So you're able to make the best of this situation, which they're going to really love, okay? But also, they're just going to love your confidence in general, and how you're confident in the way that you dress, and the way that you know, you're not afraid to go out. And, I mean, some of you, for example, you're not afraid to show your legs. Some people are insecure about their legs, but you're not afraid to show your legs, or to, you know, to show whatever your stomach, or to show, just because you're not shaped a certain way, you don't look a certain way, that don't mean I can't wear this dress, or I can't wear this skirt, or I can't wear these pants, or I can't wear these boots, or I can't wear this hat, or I can't wear these glasses, or this type of makeup, or this type of whatever, And they're going to love the simple fact that you're confident in that. You can, like, literally do anything, and you don't give a hell what people say, right? That's basically what's coming through here, okay? I swear, I be trying to go into this stuff without, like, making these readings that long, like, but they end up being long anyway. But then again, I like detailed stuff. Like, I don't like to just be short and stuff like that. That's just the way I do things, We have celebration, party, enjoyment, social gathering, something you will celebrate, go out and have fun. So they're going to really appreciate how you celebrate, how you can enjoy things, how you're open to going out to social gatherings. You have that confidence and wearing whatever you want to wear to them social gatherings. How you want to celebrate everything. When your baby make 1 month, when your baby make 2 months, 3 months, when they make one, you have these big parties and stuff like that. Celebrate, your anniversary, and just doing big things, having parties for birthdays, and just doing exciting, fun things, or going to this special place, this special location for this special event, and like how fun you are to be around, and just how fun you are when you guys have children, with the kids and with them, and like how, vibrant you are, how, you get out there, you'll be the first one out on the dance floor dancing. You're not ashamed. You have that confidence, right? And they're going to really enjoy that. Your energy is enjoyment. Your energy is beautiful. They're going to love that, okay? How you can just celebrate. How you can party. And just do what it do. You going to have you a good old ball. You're going to have you a good time, right? So they're going to really like that, okay? I like to have fun, do what I do, take care of my family, love, and just be at peace. I just want to do what I do, That's what I feel, okay? And they're going to really, really love that, adore that, appreciate that, like that about you. This is going to be wonderful for them, okay? So that concludes your reading, y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, in fact, like the reading. That would be very much appreciated. Of course, if this group didn't resonate, you're always welcome to pick a different group. That's fine. I do offer private readings, and all of the information is down in the description below. Down in the description below on how you can get one from me. So don't be shy. You can hit me up. And until next time, y'all, hopefully you come back for another one. Bye-bye. So, hello and welcome to everyone who selected group 3. This is y'all reading. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm just back here shuffling some of this stuff. So, we're going to see what your future spouse love, adore, like, appreciate about you. Okay, now, some of you may feel like, okay, well, I don't resonate with this. This doesn't sound like me. Well, maybe sometimes, it's things that you don't see in yourself, or you don't recognize, and they see it. And they like it, or maybe this not the group for you. If you just finding like it's not making no sense, you can pick another group, okay? But I encourage you to keep an open mind and stuff, because again, it can be stuff you don't recognize in yourself. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on here. We have the dark. Take a moment to sit under the star-speckled sky. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Listening to crickets and breathing in the cool night air. Okay. So, maybe for some of you, some of you, now I am getting some like, maybe they will adore your dark skin, as if you have darker skin, darker complexion. So they're going to really like your dark skin, your complexion. I mean, it can be your complexion in general, but for those of you who have dark skin, and maybe some of y'all might feel insecure about that, which you should not feel. All skin colors are beautiful, especially if it's dark, okay? They're going to really love your dark skin, okay? And another thing is they're going to really love how some of you guys can acknowledge your dark side. You know, you have a light side, but, you know, you acknowledge your dark side. Maybe you know, acknowledge, you know, your faults, or you acknowledge your problems. You don't make excuses for yourself, or like be a victim in a way. Not, I don't want it to sound bad, or you just don't, I don't know. You acknowledge when something is your fault, or when you wrong. That can be what's coming through here intuitively. You acknowledge your dark side, or acknowledge the things that you need to fix. You can admit when you're wrong and things of that nature. We have the star. The stars are aligning for you. Inspiration, energy, star seeds, seek your goal, master it. So they're going to really love how, again, the star speckled sky. Then you have the star. You're going to be like a star to them, you know, their own personal star. All right. They're going to realize how you inspire them to be the best they can be, how you encourage them, you support them in their goal, and you will be there 100% to help them master it. So they're going to really appreciate that. And of course, this will be something vice versa, but you know, this is what they're going to like about you. So yeah, they're going to really like how, you know, and how you push to achieve your own goals. Okay, now you guys can be a star seed as well. Some of you, they're gonna like your unique look. You have something about your face, your appearance that's otherworldly. That looks otherworldly or something like that, or just something unique. Like maybe for some of y'all, you really tall for a woman. Like maybe you taller than average. You really tall. For others of y'all, maybe you have unique colored eyes, like something that's rare, or you have something that goes on that's on your skin that's unique looking, or just like you just look otherworldly. It's just something about you that look otherworldly, or you look different from the people that's in your community. So you have like a different appearance, but that's not common in your racial background or ethnicity, or whatever the case may be. It's just something that's different. Or maybe you really short, like maybe you 4 foot something, I don't know. I'm not laughing at that or nothing. I'm just saying, like, it could be just something like you can be very tall or really short, or you can have maybe your body type is unique or something like that. Maybe you look more masculine for a woman, or you look more feminine for a man. And I'm talking about 3D masculine and 3D feminine, okay? As far as appearance, maybe you have a strong face or something like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Or maybe you have a softer looking face, or maybe your eyes look big and different or something like that. No matter the shape of them. Again, it can be maybe you have your appearance is just bright. It's just something, I don't know, it's just something about you that just makes it stand out, and people may comment on it a lot, okay? Like, wow, I really like this about you, or wow, damn, you real tall, or damn, you real short, or something like that, I don't know. Or like, you look different, like, or you don't look like, again, like people that's in your group, in your racial group or ethnicity group, whatever the case may be. It's something they're gonna really like that, okay? Or like the simple fact that you look different, that you look otherworldly in a way, I don't know. We have life goes on. So they're going to really like how you, if something happens, life goes on. I'm not going to hang up on it. Life goes on. It is what it is. My life going to go on regardless if, I'm in communication with this person or not. Life going to go on if people pass, and if somebody, transition over, life goes on. Of course, you're going to be sad about the death of that, the transition of that family member or friend or close loved one, whomever the case may be, but life goes on. You know how to move on from stuff, and always keep those people in your memory, right? And the good times you had, that's just what I'm getting there from that. We have make a list of the things you want tasks to complete. So they may really like how you make lists, okay? Maybe you make lists, or you write things down. Maybe you have a certain schedule, or you put things down on calendars or something like that. You write things down like, I'm going to get this done today. So you write down, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get this done. My plan is to do this, this, and this. Okay, just you write it down just so you can get it done. Some of you, maybe you keep a diary or something like that, or you keep a journal. And they're going to really like how, you can write down your thoughts and stuff like that. I don't know. Some of y'all maybe even like a blog or something like that. They're going to really like that as well. They're going to really love that. Like how you write down your thoughts or whatever the case may be. But again, it can be make a list. Or like how you make lists random. Like if you go to, instead of just winging it, just going to the store, saying, okay, I'm looking at my cabinets in here and I'm saying what I need. You make a list of what you need. I'm going to need some eggs, or I'm going to need some bread or some milk, whatever the case may be. I'm going to need this. So you make a list. Now, everybody make lists when they go to the grocery store. But you do because you like, I know I'm going to forget something if I don't make a list. It's just that you have to make lists so you'll know. Even if you go shopping for clothes, like, okay, I know I want to get some new shoes, so let me write that down in case I forget and I get distracted or something. Because maybe some of y'all easily get distracted. And so, you write this down. So maybe you're in a grocery store and then you see us. You're supposed to be getting eggs, right? But of course you ain't making no list. You knew you were supposed to get eggs, but you was distracted by some candy or something like that, or you got distracted by, I don't know, you got distracted by some candy, or maybe some chips or whatever the case may be, or maybe a cake, or maybe a certain fruit or whatever the case may be, or something else distracted you from getting them eggs, or whatever the case may be, right? Or maybe you was talking to somebody and you just got distracted, or whatever the case may be, or you didn't go to that aisle. And so if you could go home and be like, damn, I forgot the eggs, because you ain't make no list. So that's why you need a list, because you can easily get distracted, or you see something new you want to try, like, damn, they said these was good, I'm going to get these. Or you was going towards the eggs and you just got distracted by something else, right? Because again, I'm using it as an example. It don't have to be eggs. But we have this. Speed up, why so slow? See how I just be going on and on, y'all? I'm sorry if that's like bother some of y'all, but that's just how I do stuff here, okay? So we have speed up, why so slow? So they're going to really like the simple fact that, you move fast, right? Maybe you do certain things fast. Like, again, maybe they might like how you drive kind of fast. I don't know, but if you do that, you need to be careful out there on the road, y'all. But this can be just in general, like you take action. You do what you say and you take action, okay? And you move fast. You act on what you say. What is going on with this table? You act on what you say, okay? You're not slow moving. You speed up. You take action. You pretty much do a lot of things fast, okay? Then we have co-creation, team up with the universe, partnership projects, create together. So they're gonna really love how you believe in partnerships and co-creating together and teaming up with them. They're gonna really love how you refer to you guys as being the team, and they're gonna refer to y'all being a team too. So it's like you guys are teammates. I'm always on your team. I'm on your side. Regardless if y'all may be talking about something. I'm on your team. I'm on your side. You'll tell them, but I feel like you doing this wrong. I feel like, you in the wrong about this certain thing. But regardless, I'm going to be always on your side because I'm your wife or I'm your husband, whatever the case may be, right? So just tell me the truth or tell me what's going on or tell me, like, did you do this to whatever the case may be. But that's just an example. They're going to really like how, you can create with them together, You would, and also for some of you, maybe you might actually have like a business or a company with this person. And so then I really love how you guys run this business or company together, how you are good teammates with this company. I don't know, for some of you, that's just a side message. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, got a message. Oh, okay. All right. Let's move on here. All right. So we have box. You will receive a gift. So they may really love how, you know, you maybe your love language is gift giving, how you give gifts. Or like you just every time when it's time, like when it's a holiday or birthday or whatever the case may be, whatever y'all giving gifts for, you simply just know what they want. Like you always seem to get the right gifts or gift. You always know what everybody wants. You always give them the perfect gift. And they're going to really, really love that. Okay. Like, damn, babe, how you knew? I literally was thinking about this, and you got this for me. But what he really don't know, what she really don't know, is you saw that internet history, and they was looking at a certain toolbox or something they wanted, or certain shoes, and you saw it, so you went, like, I'm going to get that for them, you know, for some of y'all. But, yeah, just in general, you're going to really know how you can shop for gifts or gifts they wanted. Or just in general that you gift them. Sometimes you gift them randomly, okay? So we have Knight, light attributes, loyalty, romance, chivalry, and love of honor. So they're going to really love that you're very loyal, of course, loyal. That's what you want, a loyal partner, right? Your loyalty, your romance again, your loyalty to them, to your partner, right? Because you guys are partners. The romance as well. You may be very romantic, and they can be a very romantic person, so you guys meet up in that. So they can be this romantic person, this chivalry person, and you allow them to be, right? Your energy is honorable as well. You can be very chivalrous as well. Like, you can have chivalry energy. But in your beautiful heart, they're going to really love, okay? How they can be romantic with you and you won't feel like, oh, well, this is corny. Oh, well, this and that. Like, oh, why you did this? They may do a big romantic gesture and you're going to appreciate it instead of like saying like, why would you do this? Right? Instead of being ungrateful. Like, you're grateful just for the little things is what I'm getting to as well. Like, intuitively, like you're grateful for the little things that they do. Whether it's big or little, right? Again, you allow them to be this romantic person. Regardless if some of you are romantic or not. You allow them to be this, as well as you being romantic and loyalty and a love of honor, like, and having this honor energy. We also have magic, guardian, unlock the magic within. So they're going to think that you're really magical. This kind of goes with the energy of something unique being about you. But again, with this dark skin for some of y'all. But something about you is like real unique. I don't know, I'm kind of getting the same energy. It's like something within you is magical, that's really unique, that they're really going to love. But also just in general, like they're going to really love the magic that you give off. Like you just seem to be a magical person, or that you believe in magic. Now some of y'all, maybe you do magic or something like that. They're going to really love the magic that you do. Or spell magic or something like that. They're going to really love that. But it doesn't have to be. Or just the magical person you are in general. This is like the magician energy. How you let that magic come out. You unlock that. You a master, right? You have this power about you, right? Seek your goal, master it. Magic guardian. How powerful you are. Okay, we also have 4 of fire, contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life, successful completion of a project. Now, again, we have a synchronicity here, partnership projects. Again, you two will be like a team or something like that. I don't know, you guys will have projects together or have like a company or a business together or something, and they're going to really love that, you know, you're a great partner because, again, you're magic. In a way, you're a great partner to have when it comes to running a business, but also in a romantic relationship as well. Because, I mean, you will be their spouse, their husband, their wife. Like, you could successfully complete stuff because you make lists, right? To successfully complete a project because you make lists, okay? Because you know how to plan stuff out in a way. Yet you plan stuff out, yet you take action and the process is fast. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But also they're going to appreciate, like, and love, like, how content they feel with you and how at peace as well. Okay? And it's like the happy home life you two will have together. It's going to be very beautiful. So they're not gonna be the type to where, you know, they pull up in they call home and sit in the car for a living because they just don't want to go up in the house and deal with the bullshit that's in the house, right? So they just be sitting in their car. No, they're gonna be excited to come home and come home to you, right? That's what I'm getting. So they're gonna really love the simple fact is like they don't have to run away from home. They will want to be at home most of the time, right? So, and because you make home that way. We have Capricorn, the boss, and then we have the lizard. Let me get the book open to the lizard, and then I'm gonna get into that Capricorn card. I don't know. I feel like this group moving a bit faster than the last group, so maybe I'm tripping. All right, so yeah, with Capricorn, the boss, yeah, you have this energy. Yeah, you like a boss too. Like, I don't know, it's something about a business here. Like some of you, maybe you have your own business, or that's something you want, and by that time you'll have your own business, or maybe with them again. And it's like you have this energy where it's like you're a boss. Like you very serious, you very accomplished. They're gonna really appreciate how structured you are, how accomplished, right? You make lists. It's the same like Capricorn structured, right? Competent coming through here as well. Discipline, how disciplined you are. You badass, right? And then you're serious too. Like you don't play when it comes to your work and your business and, you know, everything like that. You serious when it comes to that. And again, with this dark-skinned person here. But I don't know, it's something about somebody being dark-skinned. But it doesn't have to be for everyone. But yeah, you have this wise energy. Some of you, you have this energy where, you know, it's like you are also reserved. So they're going to appreciate how reserved you are as well. And again, wise and enduring. And this ambitions energy. Ambitious. Again, seek your goal, master it. The magic guardian. Successful completion of a project. Co-create, how you co-create with the universe, right? And again, the magician. Creation. Creation, magic, power, manifesting and stuff like that, right? So they're going to really love that as well. Okay, so we have the lizard here, which is instinctual, sensitive to the dreamer. So the lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what it is yet to be spoken, sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it may easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, and overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. Yeah, of their magical essence. Magic guardian. See, I look at keywords. I don't just read stuff at face value. I be looking at keywords as well. This card is an indication to pull back from bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. A creative another project. See, I don't know, something about projects. Like you do real good with projects. Some of you will have a telepathic energy with this person. Again, like telepathic, like you know what kind of gift they want because of like telepathic energy. Also, you spiritual, but you realistic. Like you don't just rely on spirit. Like you do your part. You take action. That's what they're gonna really like as well. Like you co-create. You co-create. I can't just say, well, I want this and not do no work. You actually like, I have to do the work too. I got a realistic, right? That's being realistic. That's why you have so much magic and power. And your sixth sense too. You very intuitive. So they know, like, you just know what they want and how they feel. So they really gonna like that as well. So because you sensitive. And you're a dreamer, but you also seek your goal and your master. You don't just dream, right? But again, big crowds and lots of travel or overstimulation will drain the lizard of its magical essence. So maybe some of y'all cannot be in big crowds and stuff like that and just being overly stimulated. I mean, you can for a little while, but then again, you need to pull back and withdraw your energy that just becomes too much for you. Because again, you have magical essence, the magic guardian, because it could drain that from you. They may like the simple fact that you don't like to be in big crowds, or you don't want to live in a big city. And so, yeah. And then some of you can be artistic, and they really love that as well. Very interesting. Let's see what else we have coming through there. This video, an hour and 37 minutes. I didn't intend for this video to be that long. It happens, though. We have embracing coming through here. Yeah, I think you embrace everyone. Like, you don't care about nobody background, and then you embrace everyone. You are pretty much kind and sweet to everyone. You treat everyone equally, and they're going to really appreciate that about you, you know. Maybe they don't really love the simple fact that just because you two are different, you still was open to being with them. Because, again, something about, like, some differences here. Maybe some of y'all got dark skin. Maybe they got lighter skin. Or maybe they skin dark. Or maybe you lighter. Or maybe some differences here. It's also, again, when I was talking about something unique about you different, did I mention it could be something here like, or something here that stands out about you? It could be that you look different from them, and they like that. And they like the simple fact that you embrace your difference. Embrace that you embrace what you think is a flaw. You embrace it. I don't know. It's just something like that. Right? But you also have like this embrace to where it's like, and you look to the future, because you can see this lizard looking here. They looking, and this bird here looking that way, and they look to the future. You look to the future, right? Or you can see the future for some of you with that sixth sense. So they really like that. Yeah. Yeah, and financial health. And that, you know, finances is important to you, you know, in your career. Like, you put your career and finances is important to you. We have opportunity at the bottom here. And something about you being a night person as well. I know some of y'all are night people. Yeah, financial health. Like, this can mean you very responsible with your finances. Like, you're responsible with your money, or, you know, you budget real good. They're going to really love that. Or financial health is important, and career and stuff like that. And just mastering your career, that's something that's important to you. They're going to really love that boss energy inside of you. Or how you can manage money, whether it's their money or your money, you know, whatever the case may be. You guys, you know, combine stuff, or whatever the case may be, however y'all will live. But financial health is important to you. You have to have stability. Wow, I said that, look what we got. The woman holding the coin. Number 42, you don't have to be a woman. And then we have this here at the bottom, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Yeah, your artistic, creative energy too is something about that. Maybe that's what y'all business have to do with. It's something about creation and artistic things here. Or also some of you, maybe you guys read tarot and oracle and stuff like that. I don't know, something like that coming through here. But yeah, the Magic Guardian is on top of the Magic Guardian, the woman holding the coin. I feel like this has some relation to this. And then the cat is very much spiritual. So, it's like you combine your spirituality, your beliefs within your career, your finances, and into your goals. And it's like, it makes you this powerful being. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It makes it powerful because you take action. You make it real, though. Because this is like the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, too. So this is like Earth energy. Again, you're a boss. You two will be, I feel like you two are going to, like, have something together where you guys make money together. It's something here. So this richness about you. I don't know. Some of y'all might end up being very wealthy. That's just a side message. Or like, there's another message here, because there's different groups of people watching. Like, they're going to love how you handle their money. You know what I mean? Like, they may give you the world. Maybe you won't have to work. They may give you the world, and like, you handle their money well. Like, they may put you in responsibility of that. They're going to realize how you are responsible with that, if you get what I'm saying here. But it's like you guys are a boss, and how you know, just really take care of, you know, yourself and things of that nature. They're going to really love that, okay? What is going on here? Let me, shuffle. Did I pull? Oh, yeah, I did. Wait a minute. Oh, it's right here. Oh, excuse me. All right, I'm going to need for this card to fall. That was 2 of them there. Pain here. So I'm taking any cards that's coming off as negative and reading it positive. Okay, pain. So they're going to really like how you deal when you're in pain or whatever. You take care of that pain. Okay, you don't, like, if something is hurting you, you go get it checked out. You don't just, you know, ignore it until the problem escalates. You know, for example, physical pain. So if you having chest pains, you're gonna go get that checked out, right? Because the woman holding the coin, she takes care of her health, right? So if something is painful physically, I'm just using this as an example. It can be something emotionally or just pain in general in life. You take care of that issue. Or when they're in pain, you there to help them through this pain. You know, you don't let them go through this suffering alone or this pain alone, because you guys are a team, right? We're together. We're in this together. We're a team. So through sickness and in health, right? Through richness and in poorness, whatever. Through rich and poorness or something, I don't know. For some of you, you know, again, you two may build something beautiful together, like money-wise, and create like an empire together. And so, I don't know, that was coming through her lot in this group. I don't know what's going on. It's like, I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. It's something here that's a blockage a little bit. Not like something that, it's like, I'm not getting that much. I feel like I ain't getting a lot of information like I did the last groups. Or maybe it's just me, I'm tripping. But it's like they don't want you to know too much. Like, I don't want them to know too much about what I like about them. But it's just something here. It's just like it's not coming through as clear. And it's not that it's negative or nothing. It's not nothing negative. It's just something here that's just, it feel like this group was kind of quicker, and it still at the same time it's not as much information coming through like the last groups. Or maybe, again, it could be just me tripping. But I don't know, but I get a very exciting energy. So I feel like you guys in this group definitely should get excited about, you know, your connection in general, but also, you know, the things they like about you. If you feel like, hey, I don't feel like that's me, I am none of them things. I am not no boss. I am not this and that. You never know where you're going to end up being. You could become this or become this with this person. So I encourage you guys to keep an open mind. That's another thing. Some of you, I just feel like maybe some of y'all don't relate to this in a way. But if you do, that's wonderful. If not, this is something you can become, or you can pick a different group. Okay, but yeah, you're going to be there for their person when they're in pain, when you're in pain, like through sickness and in health. That's something you believe. I'm going to be down. When you down, I'm down. I'm going to be down with you. Okay? Everything, that's something you're going to, everything, you know, we in this together. You know, we in this together because we're a team. But yeah, I think that's it. That concludes your reading, y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, in fact, like the reading. That would be very much appreciated. Of course, you know, if this group didn't resonate, you're always welcome to pick a different group. That's fine. I do offer private readings, and if you want one from me, all of that information is down in the description below on how you can get one. Until next time, y'all, hopefully you come back for another one. Bye-bye.